Howdy Onefinity users, just a quick video here on the UPS I have hooked up to my controller. It's an APS Smart UPS 750. I actually picked it up used off Craigslist a while back for my X-Carve before I got this machine. I had a lot of problems with random shutdowns with the X-Carve presumably due to RFI and possibly power fluctuations. So this is a reasonably inexpensive option to solve some issues. So down here I've got the controller plugged in there, I've got the IoT relay plugged in, and then my router's plugged into that. At idle, nothing moving, it's drawing about 7%. So now I will move all three axes with the joystick. So we're going all three axes, and we're up to about 16%. So obviously there's no real load on the motors per se. I'm not cutting anything. And then if you flash the router up, which we can do here. So that's router on, just freewheeling. No load on the router on setting 3, and we'll move the axis again here, so you can see we're up to about 40% load freewheeling on the router. Shut that off. I haven't had many problems in terms of overload. The only issue I ever had was when I was doing my spoil board. It was into a situation where that UPS went into overload. It's not a big investment, and to me it was absolutely necessary with my previous machine. It just kept having random stoppages, so I just incorporated it into this machine just for safety. Very good to protect your controller from surges. Helps with RFI quite a bit from my previous experience anyway. I don't know that Onefinity is having as much issue as some other machines have had with RFI. But for $300 or $400 or whatever this UPS is worth, it's not a bad investment to protect your sensitive electronics. My understanding is the Smart UPS has active filtering, so it's filtering all the time, whether it's on AC or on battery, where a conventional UPS doesn't do much for filtering. From what my understanding is, they're just kind of there to protect from surge and then provide power in a blackout. Apparently they don't do much for brownout neither, low voltage conditions, where these smart UPSs are much more of an active filtration and will help keep the power clean at all times and produce a pure sine wave. So that's my 2 cents on UPSs. Obviously everybody's got their own choices in life, and you may or may not want to do this. I would think if you bumped up from a 750 to 1000 or a little better, you could probably run the router on there all the time under any condition and never have an overload situation. Like I say, the only time I've had that problem is spoil board flattening, where it was a pretty big bit on there and it's taken some big cuts. I think I had my step over at like 80%. So that's the only time I had any problems with it. Not to say that that's going to be a magic bullet for you, but anyway, that's my setup with the UPS. Any questions, feel free to drop a comment or send me a message. Have a good day.